The sun. It is a giant ball of plasma. It is the heart of our solar system. It bathes us in light and warmth. Life on Earth wouldn't exist without it. For billions of years, the sun has been a constant presence in our sky. It provides energy for all living things. Plants need it to grow. Animals, including us, rely on plants for food. The sun is a fascinating object. It is not just a giant light bulb, it is a dynamic and complex star. Understanding the sun is key to understanding our place in the universe. The sun's story begins billions of years ago. Imagine a vast cold cloud of gas and dust. This is called a molecular cloud. These clouds are the birthplaces of stars. About 4.6 billion years ago, our sun began to form. Gravity pulled the gas and dust together. The cloud collapsed in on itself. As it collapsed, it began to spin faster and faster. The spinning motion flattened the cloud into a disk. At the center of this swirling disk, the material became incredibly dense. The temperature and pressure skyrocketed. This eventually triggered nuclear fusion. Hydrogen atoms fused to form helium, releasing enormous amounts of energy. Our sun was born. Deep within the sun's core, nuclear fusion is a continuous process. Hydrogen atoms are forced together. They overcome their natural repulsion. This fusion releases vast amounts of energy. The sun is structured in layers. The core is the hottest part. Energy generated in the core travels outwards. It moves through a region called the radiative zone. Then it reaches the convective zone, where hot plasma rises and cools. The sun's visible surface is called the photosphere. This is where sunspots, cooler areas appear. Above the photosphere are the chromosphere and corona, the sun's outer atmosphere. The sun's energy travels to Earth as sunlight. It takes about 8 minutes for sunlight to reach us. This light carries energy in the form of electromagnetic radiation. Sunlight feels warm on our skin. It provides the light we see. Without sunlight, our planet would be a cold, dark, and lifeless place. Plants have evolved to use sunlight for photosynthesis. They convert light energy into chemical energy. This process produces oxygen, which is essential for most life on Earth. The sun's influence on Earth. The sun's energy doesn't just provide light, it drives our weather systems. The uneven heating of Earth's surface creates wind and ocean currents. Warm air rises at the equator and colder air flows towards the poles. This constant movement of air and water distributes heat around the planet. It creates different climate zones. It influences rainfall patterns and shapes ecosystems. The sun also plays a role in Earth's magnetic field. This field protects us from harmful solar radiation. It acts as a shield, deflecting charged particles from the sun. Solar storms and their impact. The sun is not always calm and steady, it can be very active. Sometimes there are bursts of energy called solar flares. These flares release huge amounts of radiation. Coronal mass ejections, or CMEs, are another type of solar storm. They blast out enormous clouds of plasma. These storms can disrupt satellites and power grids on Earth. While these events can be disruptive, they also remind us of the sun's immense power. They highlight the importance of understanding and monitoring solar activity. The sun's fate. From giant to dwarf. The sun is about halfway through its life. In about 5 billion years, it will begin to run out of hydrogen fuel. As this happens, it will start to change. The sun will expand dramatically, becoming a red giant star. It will engulf the inner planets, including Earth. This will be the end of our planet, but it is also a natural part of a star's life cycle. After the red giant phase, the sun will shed its outer layers. It will leave behind a hot, dense core called a white dwarf. This white dwarf will slowly cool over billions of years. The sun's enduring legacy. The sun's story is one of immense power, evolution, and eventual demise. It is a story that has played out for billions of years. It will continue long after our planet is gone. Understanding the sun is crucial for us. It helps us appreciate our place in the universe. It allows us to prepare for potential hazards from solar activity. But for now, let's enjoy the warmth of the sun. Let's marvel at its beauty. Let's remember its importance to all life on Earth. In the next episode, we'll explore the planets that orbit our magnificent sun. Please like and subscribe to Fact Fusion for more cosmic wonders.